this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. And I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. What am I doing? Twitch, yes. Wait a minute, fuck. I'm not streaming War, I'm streaming Horizon. Is Horizon Forbidden West. Stream something. Actually, I might just put final stream and then question mark. Horizon. Bum 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 bum. Did you change the game though? No. Ba 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 ba. I've forgotten what I'd started fighting for. Plug my headset because I don't hear myself. And put this headset on. And are you low on battery? Oh, you're not too low. I might leave you on charge for a minute while I do like a quick war daily. I've forgotten what I'd started fighting for. Probably should have left war. Now that I think about it, I probably should have left war on while I stream war. I need to say I'm live, don't I? I forgot. Live. I've forgotten what I'd started fighting. I can't fight this feeling anymore. That would be great. I think it'd be hilarious. That song I'm singing, David, that's what Mr. Garrison will play in his head when he sees Elon Musk. I can't fight this feeling anymore. Do we never do these? Fuck. I just can't fight this feeling. The course is to There we go. It's me, Mario. Most pirates are European ethnicity, right? Well, actually, probably not. Now that it depends. I think, that's an interesting question. What ethnicity? I know a good chunk of them would be English. Or at least the captains probably would be. I think there'd be like a few renegade from other regions. I think it should be a mixture, right?
stop.
Should I actually go for her weapon? Fuck it. I might actually go for her weapon because we are very close on the weapon banner. I mean, I could get her weapon and then give the crit sword to someone else later down the road. It would buff her up greatly. Because I doubt I'm going to get him. And so we might as well be saving things for... oh god. Okay, I'm tempted to go for the weapon banner. But a part of me was like, I also want to not run weapon banners and save it for the next character. Anchors away. What was this again? Oh, I can't remember what this is. Eh, fuck it. Oh, it's this thing. Did we do this last time? A different part of the island, I'm guessing? Ah, there's better characters than her for this. You want someone who's got a... I mean, sure, you're great for the final, but like, it's just not the best. She's the best single target damage, better at single target damage. I've got other characters who are better at like multi-clear. Although to be fair, that does a good job of clearing. Max HP.
Can you keep up?
Aero damage, we don't do aero damage. Bang. Is that it? Oh shit, give me the chest. Oh, you bitch. Okay, well apparently... Why are you giving me so much aero damage bonus? I don't have aero unit. Now I really wish I did breathe.
Let's take them together.
Crit damage, nice. Is there no like... quick way up? Okay, I will just have to run up the wall.
Can you keep up? Quickly and swiftly. Surrender. The world is mine. In the name of the Montana, Crowning won't save me. Leave it to me. Gently does it, quickly and swiftly. Take this! Can you keep up?
Well, at least res is better than attack buff that I don't have. Unless this counts as arrow. I do have one. Well, actually, that's res again.
Victory favors me. Masterpiece.
What did you get? Okay, I don't know.
Can you keep up quickly and
We
swiftly?
got resonance. That's pretty good.
Stay behind me. Like frigid death. My compliments.
Increase resonance skill damage.
Running won't save
Increase fusion damage. I don't have any fire units.
me. You will yield. Found your weak spot.
Max HP, I guess more HP. Can't hurt.
Time to part ways. Take this. Glory demands more. A new era awaits. Leave it to me. In war with time. Stay behind me.
I ulted. Why didn't you ult?
Shackles be gone. My company. Brilliant lights away. Let's take them together. And brave. Stay calm. I engraft you new. I'm still standing in place. Victory favors me. Quickly and swiftly. Found your weak spot. Leave it to me.
That's a good one. Attack.
My compliments. You will yield. The world is mine. Masterpiece complete. Quickly and swiftly. Leave it to me. Astral modulation. My compliments. Running won't save me. Like frigid death.
Don't even have fusion damage.
Cycle of corruption. My compliments. Surrender. Brilliant lights away.
Damn, they're dying way too quick.
Can you keep up quickly and swiftly? Can you keep up? Glory demands more. Stubbornness. In the name of the Montana.
Alright, final
Can you
fight.
keep up? Let's take them together. Leave it to me. Worry not. In war with time.
HP did he have left? I can't even tell. Well, it annihilated him. Stage complete. Guidebook, how much did I complete? Good chunk. Let me see if we can snipe this sword. Whoosh. Ooh, we've got a 4-star. Dauntless Ever Knight. And then one more. Damn. Maybe I should just wait for the next character and get their signature weapon. What pity does that put me on? That puts me on, I think, 10. I think we don't count that one. I think there's an extra one added. So it's 50. 50 out of 80. Okay. I thought I was a little bit closer, but that's still quite close. Closer than the character banner. How do we do the rest of the dailies? We'll quickly do this one. Wait, is that a thingy up there? I feel like every region there's always like a little one you miss out of nowhere.
Can you keep up?
These are easy. How do I not do this area? Okay, I was quite weak for this area.
Anything catch your eye?
An extra 10.
Can you keep up? Quickly and swiftly found your weak spot. Let's take them together. Stay behind me. Frozen blockade.
Oh, is that it? Your friendly neighborhood rover. Well, let's move on.
let them experience a great many things.
Holograms are illusions, though. I wonder if at some point they just couldn't tell what was real anymore.
Maybe. They were intelligent, but that doesn't mean they were wise.
Welcome back. Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta, I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, 2 heads are better than 1, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
So now that you have Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
In the local region, conditions have improved. Superstorms have subsided. Water sources have been purified, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
Well, with luck, soon you'll have Hephaestus. Then you'll be able to fix the biosphere for good, right?
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse the environmental damage that has accumulated.
So, about Beta. I never really saw the difference between us until now. She's been through so much. Completely alone.
You have both endured many hardships, different in almost every respect, yet equally remarkable. I like to think of you as 2 miracles, born of Elizabeth Sobek.
3, then. Let's not forget about you, Gaia. All this data I've picked up in ancient bunkers and ruins. I guess I never really thought that other people would be looking at it.
Based on my observations, your companions engage quite frequently with this material. Erend has asked on numerous occasions about birthday parties. He appears perplexed by the tradition of serving a sweet confection, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout ale. He also suggested we host a party for you, as a surprise.
Yeah, no thanks.
That is what I predicted.
Is Katalo getting along with everyone?
Yes, though he prefers to spend most of the time alone. He appears to be collating data on war machine progression and significant battles during the Pharaoh Plague, to aid in the creation of a war map of Operation Enduring Victory. I believe he aims to study the tactics of old world warfare.
I'd be interested in seeing that.
It appears to be a private pastime for him. He has repeatedly declined my offers to assist his research.
How's all of us settling in?
As soon as she arrived, Alva was eager to step a particular file soon. Information about a machine assistant devoted to keeping living spaces neat, and I informed her that once I am empowered with, I may be able to design.
I'm sure she'll like that. When I set out to find a way to bring you back, I never thought we'd be here, like this.
They have all come a long way with their... Varl has suggested that one day we might extend this model to more tribal inhabitants, once the biosphere has been stabilized.
Yeah, that's not such a bad idea. As long as you're the one running the lessons. There's something I've been wondering. How could Ted Faro create a clearance level higher than Alpha? Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't interfere with the project.
It is plausible he tasked his own engineers with creating a back door to the Zero Dawn system, without Elizabeth's knowledge. My predecessor did not even know of its existence until he activated it to purge the Apollo database. It is, in effect, a blind spot, one that will allow us to subdue Hephaestus.
So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From to observe weather and machine.
That would have been quite a sight.
It may still be possible should you find and reconnect.
I'll keep a lookout. So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research...
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated...
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with, too. Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment we exchanged greetings, it was the first of many conversations, listening to her stories.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. Thanks, Gaia. So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations. At all, our resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, achievements on a scale I owe every...
So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there, one not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world. an effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about. There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley until the mountain was blasted apart and... So the facility it's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also adamantine reed. Did Elizabeth know they were working on that?
It is likely she was briefed on other efforts to combat the machine swarm, though her focus was devoted only to Zero Dawn.
That makes sense. But if they've been able to deploy it against the Pharaoh plague in time...
Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations and have concluded that it would never have worked. In all scenarios, the Pharaoh war machines would eventually hack and deactivate the wreath before they could contain the swarm.
So Zero Dawn really was the only solution. There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix their homeland?
I will run a query. Complete. The data which may be beneficial to the tribe.
But new crops aren't going to save the world. So
It is.
the missing subordinate functions.
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Farrow.
Ted. Guess he got what he deserved, in the end.
Yes. An igneous conclusion to his pathological narcissism, impulsive tendencies, and instability.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density, empowering my overall function. Unfortunately, as we now know they are in the possession of Far Zenith, attaining them in the short term is very likely impossible.
I guess our best shot at recovering them is by taking over the Zenith base. But we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of combat machines to do that.
Correct.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
Connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too. Mine as well.
Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go. Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come!
For'll stay here. Protect Beta.
I've got it.
Be careful.
Stay back!
Okay. Somewhere safe, Aloy.
Over here, you!
Are you okay, Aloy?
I had no HP. I forgot to loot before I fucking started.
I'll stay here. Protect Beta.
Okay.
Got it.
Be careful.
Stay back! Get back! Over here, you!
You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled. Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled. Deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here. Chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core. Is this easy?
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there is a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there. Some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
Processing.
I gotta find where Festus is hiding. Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go.
Autonomous defenseless chip materials made.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Oh.
There should be a node you can override near the central platform.
Thanks. I should deal with these machines first. Those machines are in the way. Oh! Still in this fight.
network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I better not get comfortable.
Energy containment vein sinks over.
Great. Let's just cover the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity. I think we can do this, Aloy.
I should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
Should be another node to override.
Got it. Turn this around. go again.
This doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
I'm not giving up. just running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine Hephaestus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No, Beta. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine's my job.
Okay. Be safe.
Really? That's fucked up. Do you not do what I do and like stack saves? Yes, that's fucked up, man. I know that pain. That happened to me in something not as bad as that. Jesus Christ, I'd just probably stop playing. But I remember when I was doing Ghost of Tsushima, I lost like 5-6 hours. No, I did, but it's gone. Oh, you did. So wait. Yes, but that means you can just go back. But wait, it's all gone. But then you just go back to a previous save in case that one got something happened to that one. It's all. How the fuck did you manage that? I get one save, but like. Oh, you bitch. Fuck it, I might as well just aim indiscriminately. I have no fucking clue. Wait, did you use a different account? Maybe you logged in with a different account and that caused it?
Okay.
Oh, is it on PC or PlayStation? Oh, it's probably PC. No, it's the same. Well, what system are you logged in on? Or maybe the save files where it is not connected. Steam, okay. And the files where they're saved, do you have does Steam have access to them? Maybe it disconnected. Maybe they're still there. Like, go and look into your files and see if there's saves there that it's not able to access for whatever reason. Yes, but it's possible it's using a different directory for the saves. So maybe they're there, they're just using the wrong directory. Sorry, this fight is a bit tricky. I can't concentrate and talk that well. Jesus fucking Christ. I guess the evolution of all of this would go back to dinosaurs, wouldn't it? I doubt it. It's worth having a look. An update could change it. Maybe you updated your system. What did you do? I doubt if all of them are gone. It must be something to do with the save, the directory.
Plasma's gonna explode in a second.
I love how you can just stand, drink a potion, and tank a shot. What's it doing? What the fuck was that? Right, even dodging fucking doesn't work. Oh my goodness, okay. Thank God for iframes. Come here. Yeah, can't bite me. Fucking bomb in the way. What the fuck's it doing? For some reason that does not count. Yeah, but I hate that. I would generally stop playing the game if I lost that much of a save file. I'd probably like YouTube the ending or something. Unless it was something like The Witcher 3. Man, there's no pain like losing a save file. No greater pain. What do you mean not enough? bitch. He's pissing me off. What does water even do? It feels like I get fucking no benefit for applying water. Does it make them more susceptible to freeze? Doesn't even look like it burnt. Does it make them take more damage? You wanker. Splash in the face. Alright, healing. If you don't look at him, he's not there. Yeah, well, I'm fine with it. I'm not bothered too much. It just sucks a little, yeah. I have to check water because I don't know either. Yeah. Oh my god, how the fuck does those miss? Wait, is this all the ice I have left? No. If every game has ever told me you roll into the beam. Get the fuck up. Okay, apparently increases damage. That's according to the ice, apparently increases damage. But I meant to use this. He's very low. Oh my goodness, Jesus, do you fucking see that shit, Wide? I fucking... That miracle dodge.
There should be one more node to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending her.
That did 600 damage. This disables a machine's ability to produce elemental attacks, leaving them vulnerable to other attacks. Oh, so basically water is like, yeah, you're not allowed to do shit. It's like, it's a big debuff. I guess water makes sense as a debuff now that I think about it, because it would short circuit the electronics or some shit. So I'm guessing this is like the penultimate part, right? Because I'm guessing after this we're gonna go fight the alien guys or
No
the
more
humans.
hiding, Hephaestus.
But like the moment we get Hephaestus, we got to be unstoppable, right?
Make sure it
Unless
stays there.
unless there's like
Heading back.
some sort of worldwide issue with the machines.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came out.
I also have. I feel like Beta's gonna die.
Carl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you.
I just have like a gut feeling. That tends to be what happens when you introduce these kind of characters. We've got to go around, haven't I? This disables, but yeah, man, 38 hours into that game. At the very least, you get to try out new shit, right? Because you'll remake a character. You know what you're doing. You can try different things. Just maybe in future, like use cloud save. Like I use them, I think. It's how I can go from the laptop to the computer, no issues. So Shima was meant to be cloud save, for fuck's sake. Don't know what the fuck happened there. I'm still pissed about it.
Aloy.
Yo,
The core is stable.
you're about to die
Festus
after we
is
complete the mission.
Now we better get started with the merge. It's all set. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
I also kind of wish I had stackable arrows earlier. Poison and burn seemed like they do the exact same thing. I'm guessing that cryo, or what's it called? The purple one also burns.
Okay, to complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus's malicious code. Carefully.
How you been anyway, Wide? Other than that, they got to be somewhere. I'm sure they're in your computer. Unless you like did some update or a clean and it deleted it.
Aloy!
Like maybe if you go into Steam, library, and then right click on the game, property, manage maybe, properties, updates. Properties. Wait, let's do a game that I already installed. Properties. Installed files. You can also back up the game files as well. So maybe do that in future if you haven't. Or verify the game's files are installed correctly. Maybe verify them. That could also help. Oh shit, they showed up.
Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're
Oh, these guys showing up. Oh, did he actually kill him? No, but he pissed him off.
Get behind me.
Run, you fools.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
This disables I'm gonna be lurking, go and talk to friends. To where? If you go, you can back up to the cloud. Oh wait, did he kill him? Oh, someone was gonna die. Oh, he killed him. Shit. Well, I knew someone was gonna die, but I thought it was gonna be Beta. Alright, you're going now, Wide. See you. You can go join Beta.
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport.
Beta Wide.
Tilda!
See you later, maybe.
Hush.
Alright.
All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
Huh? What the fuck's going on? Did we get Hephaestus back anyway? I don't know why they wouldn't try and kill Aloy.
Beta. Varl. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
She would have had to have actively defied the other Zeniths. Well,
Why did Tilda bring me here? What is all this for? Some kind of survival bunker? What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain.
so it is down here.
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings weren't the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save. Not the least of which is in that vault. There's nothing wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more.
Out of madness, out of grief? It's hard to watch her suffer. A lot of weight on his shoulders. I know the feeling.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
I hold focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
Incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back, and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tanakh capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be, but Her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes, though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
Well, she felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for cultural artifacts of incalculable, truly some of the greatest achievements of humans.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing, I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I.
So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth.
The honest answer is that I don't. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning, a touchy subject in those days, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine an AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life, not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt it was as if giving the I didn't want to be a pest, so
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. Right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming, almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz. perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling. Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army, we will enter through this back door by fighting the
Once we're inside the base, where will we find?
Here in the command. By then, Gaia will have been reunited, including Hephaestus.
What about the Alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery. Others have been dealt with that in hand.
My old focus. How did
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First, from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of one where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars. It was only later that I realized they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I wanted Liz to come, but she had no clue.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying. A pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream with a better future for humanity.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus. By tapping them, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Regala's only interested in killing Hikaru and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zeniths?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hikaru.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates her. Blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tanakh are cut down outside. First Pharaoh. Now Hikaru and the Tanakh. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tanakh survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold it this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
With Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tanakh. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Silence to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.